From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Today, a good one in store here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route complete. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Metcalf working that right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that when they're tackle for loss.
And they bring him down to the 18-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's on target to Williams. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Because those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Justice Hill on his return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up the 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they're able to grind him to a home after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid play right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. That's caught for the 1st. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So it's a home run that finishes their opening possession of this game, partner, and gets them on the scoreboard with 6.
And I think keeps all of us here in this building, in this booth, hoping they get the ball back soon, right? Not that we're rooting for anybody, but we root for the big play, for the home run. They just hit one.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert now. Screen here for Gibbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, and I promise you some money will follow.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kid, I promise you, and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks. Out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out.
And Lions have it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
Recovered by the Lions.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Well, bless his heart. For some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the turnover into a lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on the stat sheet, but sometimes that helps finish a play isn't arriving quick enough and you're the only one. The last line of defense, in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. From the gun to start. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. No questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Tight end going in motion here. Some on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First and 10, here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Lamar throwing again. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. And again, it's Jackson. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, we've all learned enough to look at the numbers through the years and know how important points are going into halftime and coming out of halftime. They accomplished the first task. Now they get a chance to begin the second half of the ball as well.
Let's see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half. The Lions getting 1 more series here before halftime. They'll have 1 snap to make before halftime. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
If there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with the anticipation. You also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
Looking to his fullback now. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guys some touches during a game. They earned those looks. That was a well-run route and showed some soft hands to bring it in.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
First down, here's Lamar. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the gun, Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Good defense tackles in this league, Kate. You can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they step the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He stays up. Finds the in route complete. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It's a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
14.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dot.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
To run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stops at his own side at the 49. pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's caught Metcalf. He takes it up and across. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. It's Herbert once more. To the right and hold in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action now for Herbert. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Herbert to throw once more. Hits him on the in route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Throwing on first is Herbert. That's Laporta again. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As they run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they tied it up late in the 4th.
Prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Hill now to return it. Jukes out a one-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Jamar Chase. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll throw it. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He'll look to throw it. Right back to Chase. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Jamar Chase. 8-4 brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Baltimore.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Third and long.
And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick is good. He got it. And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.